So over the weekend, I got to watch. I got so over the weekend I got to watch that new Spider-Man movie. Right, amazing movie. Across the Spider-Verse, dope. Go see it. Dope, see it. Great movie. Okay, I love it. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. Right, but with all this multiverse talk, I thought that with everything going on, it'd be interesting to, have a little multiverse fun of our own. So today, what we're going to do is I'm going to Thanos snap. Boom! And now you are in my fantasy world. My fantasy world is that everybody on the planet has now been stripped of their melanin. You're now pale blank canvases. You're all look the same. Think that old Dr. Seuss movie where you had the little bird creatures, and it was some that had the stars and some that didn't have the stars. Well, guess what? When the guy with the machine, he came and he gave the guy with the machine, right? He came and gave the ones that didn't have stars, he gave them stars, right? So the people with the stars already, who were basically elitists, they went and they ended up basically getting their stars removed. And it just became this big cycle, right? So I always took that as like this weird political commentary where it's like classism and separatism will always exist. There's always gonna be some way where people separate themselves and divide themselves, right? But guess what? Like I said, this is my fantasy world. There is no machine. And guess what? You're gonna have to find another way to separate yourselves because guess what? There is no melanin. We're all pale and we all look the same. Or we're all dark and we all look the same. Whatever floats your boat. But matter of fact, we're black and white. Black and white like a manga comic, like a manga. So, like, no color. This is the scenario. Now, my question to you is, now what? Now what? All of you social justice warriors, you blackity blacks, you woke people that got so much disdain for blacks that ain't down with your agenda. Now there is no color and you have nothing to frame your identity politics or your identity, your sense of self around. Now what? Now what? There's a world where everybody's the same. What are you going to start saying? Because it's human nature, right? It's human nature that people are going to separate themselves. Tribalism is a thing. So now what? How are you going to separate yourself now that racism doesn't exist? In my world, racism doesn't exist. Remember? Thanos snap. You're not getting this gauntlet. Now what? Now you can't lean on the fact that you being black to be included in these inclusion programs for work or these diversity programs for work. A lot of black people only got jobs because of they inclusion, because of laws. Y'all want to talk about racism, but you're literally working where you are because somebody had to hire you. They needed a diversity hire. You can get mad about that all you want, but you're going to be mad and still working that job, right? Or quit and be broke, right? Let's just really be for real, right? In a world where racism doesn't exist, where people aren't worried about and focused on color, a lot of you don't have any merits or anything to stand for besides your black culture, which is trash. And I'm going to keep saying it until you show different. And don't speak for the minority of y'all. Because guess what? The majority, even if they aren't participating in the worst parts, they still celebrate it. They still condone it. They still turn a blind eye. I'm just being real, just keeping it real, right? So now we are the same culture. We are the same black. This is the beginning of the world. Everybody looks the same. We're all human. How are you going to treat the people now that are white, that are Asian, that are Indian, that are Mexican, Hispanic? How are you going to treat people who now they're no different from you? You know how? You're going to start judging people based off of their character and behavior. Right? So if you're judging people based off of their character and behavior, guess what? Other factors are going to come into play. Social, economic, societal status, political views. You're going to start separating yourself. So, if you're going to start separating yourself, what's so wrong with separating yourself from the worst parts of it? Instead of blindly aligning yourself with people just because they look like you. Because really, what y'all call Uncle Tommen, what y'all have so many names for, bug dancing, whatever that means. Maybe somebody is woken up from the Matrix and they just realize that this color shit doesn't matter. When you look at the world where people are just people, guess what? You start judging people based off of their character, the things they do, what they stand for, who they support, what they believe in. We see it all the time. A lot of friendships. You talk about liking Trump, you will lose friends. Let's just be real. You can lose friends. People falling out over politics. You don't like Obama. Oh my God. Oh. You think black folks act stupid. You think the young black folks is making black folks look dumb on TV. Oh, you're a racist. Maybe these people are judging you based off of your behavior and don't care about what you look like. Just maybe. Just maybe. I'm saying, like, at least in other cultures, that's what it is. They're not racist about skin color. It's cultural stuff. But a lot of those people not taking care of the people that they once did wrong to. If we want to be real about it, slavery happened. But modern blacks, because of the work that's been done, you're living better than any other black people that have ever set foot on American soil. The reason why you don't have generational wealth is because no, your ancestors didn't know any better. And that's not anybody alive's fault. It just is what it is. They didn't know any better because wasn't nobody there to teach them. Some of them learned. Every black family ain't broke. I'm just saying that in a world where color and race doesn't matter. People are going to judge you based off of your character and your merits, like the things you do, how you contribute to society, the value that you provide to society. That's just what it is. It's the truth. What you provide to society, how you contribute. And that's not by the quickest way to lose your credibility is to waste your energy defending the worst of black culture. Defending the worst of black culture it makes everybody look bad. So I'm never gonna apologize for holding black people accountable, especially when they wrong. Some people don't care about race as much as you do. Some people it don't matter. Maybe you're the one with the problem.